All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our gymnasium here. I just want to say, wow, this is quite the crowd. Give yourselves a round of applause for doing that. This is awesome. All right, so in front of me, I have the 6th grade beginning band, and I'll tell you, these guys are just fantastic individuals, and most of them actually had to skip a volleyball tournament to go to band today, and I just think it is so cool to see them come here and play for a very limited time. I do not have a lot of time with these guys, a lot less time than I had with the group last year, just because of all the construction going on and the renovations. I only get to see them maybe 20 minutes max every other day. So I get like maybe an hour with them a week at the max, assuming every single kid is there and everything like that, and no fire drills or any other thing that could happen. But this is just such a wonderful group to be here, and I'm so glad that you as parents and families support them of being in music, because it is so important, and it is such a valuable skill to have, to be able to play an instrument, because it's a challenging thing to do. So we're going to kick off our concert with a little bit of a holiday tune that is actually a Thanksgiving tune, but you know it as Jingle Bells. Here we go. Short and sweet, but that is okay. Again, they are growing musicians, and we'll get to the longer performances as we go through the higher grades later. So we're going to finish out the second half of our performance with a little bit of Dreydle, Dreydle. Again, give them a hand, because they are just such fantastic and again, I know that was short, but that's okay. It gets better, I promise. All right, 6th graders, you can head off, and then I would like the 7th grade band to head on down. We'll need a couple minutes of transition time here. We're going to warm up a little bit, and then we'll play for you. That was not a performance tune, by the way. That is a number we like to call number 30, but we were just warming up there. So the first piece we have for you in K2 is called The First Fallen Snow. And it's not a traditional Christmas tune, it's completely original. And it doesn't have lyrics, it's just a soundtrack, instrumental. And it's supposed to help you visualize. Like if you were at home, think you're in a cabin, a warm cabin, there's a fireplace there, you're looking out the window, maybe it's nighttime, and you see some snow drifting down, and it's the first fallen snow of the season. That's what this piece is about. So here we go. All right, and to finish up the 7th grade portion of the night, here's a little bit of Frosty the Snowman. I think you probably know this one. Give it to the 7th grade band, please. So like I said, those of you that are 6th grade, either musicians or families of those musicians, I mean, the progress that you can make in just 1 year is insane. Okay, I mean, these guys, just last year, they played 3 short little tunes, just like you just heard, and they come back and we get together and they actually have band every day, and that really helps their progress too, to see them for that full class time every day, and they've grown so much, and I'm so proud of them. So, at this time, 7th grade, you may head off, and 8th grade band may come on down. Gregson Hopper wanted me to give him a shout out, so here it is. Gregson Hopper shout out. Alright, well, we're getting excited for it. I really want to make sure I give this piece justice and make sure I say all the right things. So this piece is entitled Secret Agent Sugar Plum. And it is really cool because it's kind of a combination between a spy movie theme, so like Mission Impossible, James Bond, any of those, 007, and it combines it with Tchaikovsky's Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy in a really, really cool way. So again, this is Secret Agent Sugar Plum. We're going to take a quick warm up and then we'll go ahead and play this piece. Here we go. final piece for you is African Bell Carols. So this is a really cool piece. Obviously, Ukrainian Bell Carol is the original title to this piece, written back in 1916, and then later America adopted it, and you know it as Carol of the Bells. And this piece is probably one of the most commonly performed, arranged. I mean, a lot of people, everyone knows this piece. It was even featured in Home Alone 2, and that was arranged by John Williams. So here's a really cool, unique take on the piece. So you take a Ukrainian song originally, even though it's been popularized by America, and then you put an African twist on it with some of the instruments that they would use. So back here we have the conga drums that Ava's going to feature later. And then we have a guru shaker that Waylon's going to feature. And then a djembe that Maddie will feature. So here is African Bell Carol. Great band. In high school, you may make your way home. Alright, as we're getting set up, so the first piece high school band is going to play is called Hanukkah. And Panapan is a really cool piece because it's not optimally performed. You don't normally hear it, and people don't really recognize it as a Christmas song, but it is a Christmas song. And this is based on a specific rock version of the tune, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It will also feature our flute soloist, Brandon Wood, and then clarinet soloist, Dylan Heffley back there. So we're going to do a little warm up as well before we get into Panapan. so our middle piece that we're going to perform for you is another percussion feature, and it's actually another arrangement of Carol of the Bells. Now, we don't typically do this, where you put two very similar pieces in the same concert, but it's the way that these two pieces are arranged that is so interesting. So instead of this piece being entitled African Bell Carol, this is Brazilian Bell Carol, and so we get to kind of see the different sort of percussion instrumentation scene in South America. So if you look behind me, we have the agogo bells. I'm not sure if Cameron's ready for those. So those are pretty cool. And then we have a couple different types of whistles and shakers that we use as well. Now the really cool story about this is that the arranger, Robert W. Smith, he passed away a couple years ago, unfortunately. But this was actually the very first piece that he and his daughter did a duet together on the piano. Not the specific piece, but Carol of the Bells. And so he's very attached to this piece, and I think it's why he probably did two different arrangements for it, for two different group levels. So you've heard the middle school African Bell Carol. Here is our rendition, Brazilian Bell Carol. All right, and for our final tune at the high school level, we're going to play probably the most recognizable Christmas tune of all, and that would be the original Sleigh Ride. Composed by Leroy back in 1949, this has become a staple for all bands around the world. Now, many bands use a simpler version of this. This is the original edition that came out in 1949. No edits, no arrangements. This is the pure edition. So here is Sleigh Ride. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the high school band, please. So we're going to take a short intermission here. It's about 7:43 right now. At around 7:55, I would like to start with the jazz band. So you have up until then. We'll be back here at 7:55 with the jazz band. That'll be our final group of the night to perform. jazz band portion of the show. I love the jazz band. We started the jazz band about 2 years ago, and so many of these, this is their second year, or many of them for their first year, playing in an actual jazz band. And it's a full jazz band: alto sax, tenor sax, bari sax, trumpet, trombone. We got a drum set, we got a piano. We don't have a bass, so if you know anyone that plays bass, please send them my way. All right, we need a bass player and a guitar player. All right, so the first song we're going to perform for you is called Peppermint Tree. Peppermint Tree. And we actually played this song last year, and it's become kind of a staple of our introductory piece. Peppermint Tree. All right, our next piece we're going to play is called "Oh Swing All Ye Faithful," which is kind of a play off the "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." It's a great swing, medium swing chart, and we're going to take a second because we've got to switch drums over here. And if you notice that one drummer has one hand, but he can do it because he's pretty awesome. But we're switching cymbals for him so that he's able to play with us. So I'm glad he's here. So, "Oh Swing All Ye Faithful," and we're going to take a second and have many soloists during this tune. So it's about midway through the tune, you're going to have multiple people stand up and they're going to be playing what we call improvisation, which means that they're playing without necessarily looking at music. They're just kind of feeling the music, and maybe they have some ideas written down, but they do not have the whole thing written down like typical concert band stuff. So it's a really cool piece because we get to feature all of those people who really want to do that. So this piece has 7 soloists. I'll introduce those people as we get there. So here is "Oh Swing All Ye Faithful." So again, I know it was a long one, but I got a really good opportunity for some solos there. So our first solo was Dylan Heffley on the tenor saxophone. Aiden Pearson on the alto saxophone. Hunter Pearson on the trumpets. Sam Palin on the bari sax. Alice Harper on the trumpet. Xander Majors on the trombone. Santi Rodriguez on the tenor saxophone. And then Annalyn Hayden on the alto saxophone. So for this next performance, we're going to feature our vocalist, and so this is a choir student who's not in band, but he has been in band before. Last year, we went to Gatlinburg on a performance, and Bryce Bowman here, again, not a trained band student, he went as a percussionist for that trip to Gatlinburg with us and performed with us. So that was pretty cool that Bryce was able to do that for us. But he's back now for our Mr. Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And he'll be singing for you. Just so you know, he came to me, I think on Monday of this week, is that right? Monday? And he said, hey, Mr. Stiles, I have an issue. And actually, no, you came on Tuesday, because you were out on Monday, right? All right, yeah. And he had broken his hand over the weekend, and so I'm really glad that he is here with us today, and he did such a fabulous job. Give him another hand, please. It's really hard to learn drum set, let alone how to relearn how to do it with and a missing appendage in 1 week, less than a week actually, so I'm really glad he's here. So now we're switching over. Here is our closer for the night. Big Noise from the North Pole, a really awesome combination of Jingle Bells and Big Noise from Hanukkah, and it kind of has a sing, sing, sing from Benny Goodman influence on it. Really cool chart. Big Noise from the North Pole. You guys want one more?
Yeah,
we're going to go to it. So, last year we played a really cool piece called Joy to the World. And no, it's not the one you're thinking of. Okay, but you might recognize it. We're going to play it again tonight because a lot of people requested that we do it again, and I think it's a really cool thing that we do. Now, before we do that, I want to feature the rest of the band that I didn't get to earlier. So, over here we have Reagan Cahill on the alto sax. And I have Savannah Williams on the piano over here. And Amanda on the alto saxophone. So here's a little of Joy to the World. I forgot to mention the student that was absolutely kicking butt on the last tune, Gavin Heath on the drum set. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing your night with us. It is such a privilege to be able to share this music with you, and I just love every time we get to see these guys every day. Even though we don't actually have class together, it's 2 different jazz periods, and we get to hang out maybe once a week together, and it's been quite the thrill this year. So thank you for being here. Have wonderful and safe travels home. Thank you.